Good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome to the weekly coaching with me. So it's all about today is all about Q&A session. So if you have any questions, either you can put it in the chat box or you can unmute yourself and you can ask me. I'll be able to answer. It's been a long time. I took Q&A session, so you can ask your questions related to anything. You can ask related to anything. So I'll be happy to answer your questions. So any questions, you can unmute yourself and you can type it in the chat box also. Okay, Arun sir is driving. Okay, sir, fine. Questions, please type it or you can unmute yourself and you can ask. Mitra, you have any question? It seems you have a question, but you are feeling hesitant to ask.
No, sir, but not hesitating.
Anything you can ask.
I don't have any questions, sir.
You don't have any question? Okay, fine. But I can sense that you have some question, but you're not asking for some reason.
అదే కొంచెం డౌట్ ఉండింది మ్యామ్ చెప్పిన ఆ సోల్ అనేది బాడీ ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మ్ అవుతుంది అంటే ఒక ఫ్రమ్ వన్ బాడీ టు అనదర్ ఇట్ విల్ గెట్ ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మ్డ్ బట్ వై ఇస్ దిస్ ఆల్ ప్రాసెస్ డన్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద పర్పస్ ఆఫ్ ద లైఫ్ ఐ హ్యావ్ అ డౌట్ ఇన్ ఇట్ why are we born as a baby, why are we going to be older, why is this all process done in this earth, in this universe?
So yesterday got the clarity or still you have a question?
My question is, why is all this process to be done in this universe and this earth? Why what is the purpose of this life? I wanted to know, sir.
So you wanted to know?
Yeah, sir.
Yes, thank you. So it's a very wonderful question. I really appreciate. Let us all appreciate Mitra for asking this question. It seems simple question, but there is a, this whole session will take for your only to answer your question, but I'll explain it very simple you can understand very easily. Because, every one of us, even when I started this spiritual journey, even I had multiple questions like, why is this all happening? Why someone has to go through the problems and challenges? Why we have born? Why someone has to born? And okay, Shira Mohan also. Yeah, Shira Mohan sir, I'll ask sir your question after Mitra's answering Mitra's question. So I'll come to you at later part. So coming to answering to your question is, the meaning of our life is expansion. Right from a baby or right from mother womb, even the baby in the mother womb still go through the problems, still go through the challenges, the pain. Sometimes the mother may not be able to give the food, or even the mother gives the food to the baby, but baby may not be able to digest that food. So all these problems, all these stages, why we go through, and we born and we go through adult phase, childhood phase, then we'll come to, then we all become old. Then after that, we leave this body, then again we'll take another body. So why all this process is happening? It's because of meaning of our life is expansion. Every time we are expanding, evolving as a soul. That's the reason we are going through this process. And everything is an experience. Like most of the times we keep saying, we're all spiritual beings, came into this physical body for an experience. Having money is an experience. Not having money is an experience. Having good health is experience. Not having good health is an experience. So we are all spiritual beings, came into this physical body for an experience. Through this experience, we evolve, we expand, which means we expand our consciousness. Like, we are not the same person when we were children. The kind of consciousness which we had when we were children and the kind of consciousness that we have right now, it's totally different. Why? It's because we are going through these experiences. And through these experiences, we evolve. Our consciousness changes. And to put it simple, our life or our business is a manifestation of our consciousness. I want every one of you to write down. Our life and maybe your business is a manifestation of your consciousness. To put it simple, Your life is nothing but is a result of your consciousness. How come my life is a result of my consciousness? Before joining this program or before joining all these sessions, you had a different consciousness, and due to which you're having your life was equal to your consciousness. Now your consciousness is changing because you're going through different experiences, and being happy, being aware of our own thoughts and directing those thoughts towards positive things is an experience. And through these experiences, we are changing our consciousness, which is our meaning of our life is expansion of our consciousness. And we all know that through the Nirvana Shatakam, we all know that we are just a form of that pure consciousness. And that consciousness is expanding with our experiences. Whether the experience is good or whether experience is bad, still you are expanding. Still you are evolving. That is the meaning of our life. And the purpose of our life is being joyful, being happy. Why we all wanted more money, more abundance, more health, more loving relationships? Simply you feel good. You wanted 1 lakh money or 1 crore money. If I give you that money, what do you feel? Like, how do you feel? You feel happy, you feel good. That means end result of any experience is emotion. If the experience is bad, then we have a bad feelings or negative emotions. If the experience is good, then we'll have a positive emotions. We feel happy. That means end result of any experience is emotion. And by understanding about oneself, that we are all this eternal form of consciousness, we are pure positive soul, divine intelligent soul. Now, soul is always eternal. Soul always is having eternal bliss. It is our mind which goes through these problems and challenges, but soul is always happy. Soul always feels good about any subject. Whether it is not having money, whether having money, soul feels good about these two situations. Soul sees everything in the same way, but it is our mind which labels, which judges, this is good, that is bad. Or this experience is good, that experience is bad. It is our mind which judges each and every person, each and every thing, each and every situation. We try to judge, but source sees everything as a situation. Okay, and the purpose of our life being joyful, being happy. And why we are not happy? Because our mind comes into picture. It starts judging, it starts labeling. This person is like this situation is like this experience is like this, because of this person I am like this, because of this person or this situation I am like this. Try to labels. When you try to label, the more judgment, the more, when you bring judgment, you bring some anger about that situation, and you're trying to label, because of this person, because of this situation, I'm like this. When you're trying to judge something, that means there is hidden anger. That's why we judge people. Why do you judge someone? Like maybe in your family member also, why do you judge someone? Or why do you label someone like this person is like this person is behaving like this? There is some hidden anger. That anger comes in the form of judgment. Then you will have a anger. And with these practices, whatever the practices that we are doing, you will become more aware of the anger. And now we are connecting to our true self, which is eternal bliss. All the time feeling peaceful, feeling happy. Now, maybe before joining the program, 90% of the time you are feeling depressed, you're feeling sad. Now, the ratio has been changed. Now, maybe 50% you're all happy, and 50%, yes, the problems and challenges are there. We all fall into Maya. Even I fall into Maya, but I'm more aware now. I'm becoming more aware nowadays. And it's a practice, it's a progress. Because what is the meaning of our life? Expansion. It's a growth, evolution. We're all evolving. And we are changing through this evolution process. We are changing our consciousness. So our life is, because as I said, our life is a result of our consciousness. If you have very limited consciousness about life, then the kind of life which you can live is always limited. Now you are raising your consciousness, you are changing your consciousness. And not only through these classes, even with each and every experiences, you are changing your consciousness, you are evolving. And that evolution, sometimes it becomes painful if you're not knowing this spiritual path. If you know the spiritual path, that evolution becomes easy. But this evolution, this expansion is same for everybody. Everyone must go through this evolution process. You are not exception. I am not exception. Everyone must go through this evolution process. And for some people, this evolution process becomes painful and suffering. Those who are not into spirituality, those who are not following the path of spirituality, for them, it is pain, it is suffering. Now, for us, since we are into this spirituality, not 100%, but now we are into learning process. So our evolution process becomes easy, joyful. Because our souls always feels good about any particular situation, any particular person, it always feels good. That's a true nature of our soul. Now we are trying to connect with our true self, with our true nature, which is feeling good about any situation, feeling good about any person. That's our true nature. And we have forgot the true nature, and we are here to remember who you are, truly are. So that is a purpose, and that is a meaning of our life. Are you clear, Mitra, now?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Got the clarity now?
I got the clarity, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for asking this wonderful question. So it's very, very important, and we all miss this root. So it's very, very important to have that strong foundation. So that's the reason, and let us all thank Mitra for bringing this question into this platform, because it's kind of, again, we are recollecting it again. Though you might have heard me from saying all these things, but again, we are recollecting again. So yes, any other questions? Okay, okay. Kshira Mohan sir asked one question: whether soul of all creatures are same or different? Please discuss. Kshira Mohan sir, I didn't understand your question. So can you come on the video and explain me more about, like, can you elaborate it more about your question? Yes, sir. Can you elaborate more about your question? Yes, sir. Kshira Mohan sir, are you there? No, you're on, I think you're not in mute, but we are not able to hear you. No audio from your side. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is your
Hello?
question? Kshira Mohan sir, yes.
The soul of all the creatures are same or different, sir?
All creatures means what?
Any animals, animals with the man, woman, or animals?
Okay, got it. I got your question. Whether soul for all creatures, is it same or is it different?
Yes, sir.
That's your question, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Got it. I got your question. But whether it is same or whether it is different, it will not make any sense to us. Whether if it is same also, it will not make any sense. Whether if it is not same also, it will not make any sense. And to answer your question, it is same, because even animals also go through this pain and suffering. For them also, it has a soul. And that soul, we say it as a consciousness, not as a soul. Like even animals also go through a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. It's a consciousness. Again, you can treat it as a soul also. And each and every human being, animal being, plant being also will go through this evolution process. So that is a meaning of our life also. That is a meaning of everything. Even this planet Earth also is going through a lot of evolution process. That is a result of our life and this of our planet Earth also. Animal beings also go through this evolution process. Plants also go through this evolution process. Birds also go through this evolution process. And nobody can stop this evolution process. It's a continuous expansion. And this world also, right? Let's say, like our grandfathers, the world is entirely different. And now the world is entirely different. Do you see how much we evolved? How much evolution, how much expansion has happened during this maybe last 10 decades or 100 decades? It's a continuous expansion. World for even our human beings, it is an expansion. Even for animals, it is an expansion. Even for the plant beings, birds also, it's continuous expansion and nobody can stop this expansion. We are evolving, and through this evolution process, we are changing our consciousness. Our life is a result of our consciousness. But those who are into the spiritual path, this evolution process becomes simple, easy, joyful. Those who are not, for them, it is a pain, it is a suffering. For every challenge, every problem, they'll take it into heart. They feel depressed, they feel sad. And now let's talk about animals also. Do that animals also have the pain and suffering? Yes, of course it is there. But for animals, for plant beings, there is no mind. Minds, don't ask me that there is no mind. Mind is there, but absence of thoughts. It has no. Animals will not give power to their thoughts. They will not judge any situation. They go through this evolution process that is eternal. This is an eternal expansion, continuous expansion. Nobody can stop this. But compared to human beings, animals has and performing from mind level is very, very less. That's why they'll have less suffering. And for human beings, our mind is more. Mind activity is more, so we have more suffering. Very simple. This evolution process or expansion is not exception to anything or anyone. It is same for everybody. It is same for animals also. It is same for human also. But the pain and suffering which animals go through is less compared to the human beings. It's because we perform from mind. Okay, that's why we have more pain and suffering. But once we understand it, then we'll have no suffering and no pain also. Because now we are understanding that it's a continuous expansion. And it is an experiences. Having money or whether you have good health or not, it's an experience. But when you try to judge it from your mind, again, you'll have a pain and suffering. Oh, why is this happening with me? Why my relationships are like this? If you continue to judge from your mind, then you'll have a pain and suffering. When your mind activity is very less, you will have less suffering. When your mind activity is more, you'll have more suffering. Okay. Shira Mohan sir, are you clear? This expansion process is same for whether it is human beings or animals, whether it is birds. This evolution process is same. Whether the pain is same or not, it depends on the mind activity. And for human beings, since the mind activity is more, we have more pain and suffering. And now through the spiritual path, we are all learning how to calm our mind, how to reduce that mind activity. So now our life becoming more happy, more joyful. Okay. Shira Mohan sir, you got your answer?
Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. It's very simple. The conclusion is very simple. This evolution process is same for whether human beings or animal beings or birds or plants. It's the same evolution process. Whether pain is same or not, it differs. Since pain and suffering is more for human beings because the mind activity is more. For animal beings, for plant beings, the mind activity is very, very less. So it has very less pain and suffering compared to human beings. Okay. Yes, thank you so much, sir, for asking this question. So no, see, through Mitra's question, through Kshira Mohan sir questions, though it seems like a very simple question, there is so much in-depth study, in-depth consciousness. It's not even a study, it's a consciousness underlying in each and every question. So no question is great or no question is less. So all the questions are questions. Thank you so much, Kshira Mohan sir, for asking. So hope you got the clarity now. So any other questions? Karthik sir, Sanjeev sir, Asha, Sagar. Any questions? You can ask your questions or you can put it in the chat box also. Sanjeev sir, do you have any question?
Not as of now.
Okay, not as of now. Okay. How about Asha? Asha, do you have any question?
No, sir.
Okay, clear. Okay, you're still at medical store?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. How about Sagar? Sagar, do you have any questions?
Sir, lots of, but right now there is no questions, sir.
Or no questions? Okay, Karthik sir, you have any questions? Okay, it seems no questions. So, can we close the session? No. Okay. Okay, fine. So today I wanted to share one important concept with you all. Today we're going to understand, and today we are going to learn about art of allowing. Like in the millennial night classes or morning classes, I used to say, right? We have to ask only once, and rest of the time we have to allow it. How to allow it? Today we're going to learn. Okay. Anybody want to learn how to allow it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
you all want to learn how to allow it. Yes. For that, first we need to understand from the basics, from the scratch. Please write down your thoughts equals to your resistance. Please write down. Earlier, probably you heard me saying your negative thoughts, your negative beliefs, your negative emotions equals to resistance. But now I am saying your thoughts equals to your resistance. Little bit of contrast. Okay, this spirituality, the more you confused, which means you're in the right path. I had a lot of confusions when I started this journey. Okay, why soul? Why, what happens to soul after dying? And why will take birth again? Why we have to go through this? All this process. I had all these questions, and in fact, I got confused with many subjects. And through this confusion, we got more clarity. So even if you are got confused with this, with the concepts, with the subjects which we are teaching to you, and it's okay. It's very natural. So even in that confusion, you're getting more clarity. Okay. Now, thoughts equals to resistance. And as I said, the more your resistance, the less your allowance. And the lesser your resistance, the more your allowance. This you're all clear, right? Clear? The higher the resistance, lower the allowance. The lower the resistance, higher the allowance. This is clear. Now, resistance. What is resistance? Resistance. Your thoughts equals to your resistance. Why thoughts equals to resistance? We all know thoughts become things. Without thinking, how will become or how will we attract what we want in our life? We want more money, we want more customers, we want more health, we want loving relationships. We wanted to be happy, peaceful all the time. So without thinking, how can I become something? Or how can I attract something? How can I manifest something? You need to understand let's say you have a desire and you are having thoughts about the desires. The more you have thoughts about the desire, eventually it will take you to the lack feeling. Because the more you think about your desires, because through thinking only, right, we know thoughts become things. What you think, what you become. So if without thinking, how can we manifest? That's the second question. So first, let's understand thoughts equals to resistance. When I have thoughts, you're thinking about your desires. That is a thoughts. And the more you are thinking about your desires, which means more thoughts equals to more resistance. Because eventually those thoughts will lead to lack feeling. Okay, where is my manifestation? Why it is not happening? How long do I need to wait? Or how long do I need to practice? Or how many days I need to practice? How many hours do I need to practice? These thoughts will bring you more resistance. And more the resistance, the lesser the allowance. Now let's talk. Now, these are all about like kind of negative thoughts. And even positive thoughts also is the resistance. You all heard me say negative thoughts equals to resistance, but even positive thoughts also equals to resistance. Let's understand how positive thoughts becomes a resistance or blockages to our manifestation. Do you really wanted to know? Like you all probably know that our negative thoughts equals to our resistance, which is a blockage for our manifestation. How come positive thoughts also become resistance to our manifestation? Blockages to our manifestation? Let's understand now. Even the positive thoughts, which is giving you happiness, which gives us happy feeling or joyful feeling, is a thought. And even the happy thoughts cannot prolong for longer period of time. How long? Let's say we have 24 hours. How long can you think about only positive thoughts? Is it really possible? And why I said even your positive thoughts equals to your resistance, which is like equals to blockage. After certain point of time, that positive thoughts also will fade away and you will continue. You will, after certain point of time, even that positive thoughts also, you'll stop thinking and you'll stop thinking about the negative aspects of your life. Then again, that positive thoughts acts as a resistance. Because these happy thoughts or positive thoughts cannot stay for longer period of time. It's a mind activity. You need to stop your mind activity, which means your thoughts. So now your thoughts equals to your resistance. Now you need to learn to lower these thoughts, which means your mind activity. Don't get attached. Like even though we say that feeling good is the key, joy is the key, that is a natural state. But again, don't try to judge. This is a feeling good thought. This is a negative thought. It is your mind which is judging that it is a positive thought, it is a negative thought. That's why I said thoughts equals to resistance. Even the positive thoughts, even negative thoughts also equals to your resistance. Because even the positive thoughts, after a certain point of time, you will start thinking about the negative things, and your positive thoughts on the positive feelings may not stay for longer period of time, because these are impermanent. These happy thoughts or positive thoughts or negative thoughts, it's a mind interpretation. Now you need to reduce your mind activity. That's when automatically, because even with these practices, sometimes we also may do this mistake called that this is a feeling good state, so I wanted to be in this state throughout the day. Anything other than this feeling good state is not a good state. Again, if you notice here, this spirituality is very, very, we need to understand with a lot of focus, with a lot of attention. Otherwise, you will miss it. And it will not make any sense to you also, whatever I'm trying to say. But if with 100% focus, with 100% attention, then only you will be able to understand this subject. So please pay your attention, because for me to speak for continuously for 1 hour or 2 hours of time, I need to be 100% here and in the now, and I have to pay 100% focus and attention. The moment I think about something else, which is happening outside of me, then I lose my focus. I lose the track. And I'm not speaking, my consciousness is translating into words. And we see, without having a script, we all have so much of fear. How can I deliver maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour of session? But if you notice, initially we used to do like that. I used to do like this. I have to prepare. I used to prepare a lot of presentations before I come into any kind of sessions. But now I don't require any presentations. I don't require any material. It's because I am allowing my consciousness to translate through my words. Earlier, I was just focusing on my words, and I was just focusing on what I have to say. But now I am allowing my consciousness to translate through my words, through my speech. So that consciousness, that eternal joy, peace, it's always there. And there is no negative thought, there is no positive thought. It's a thought. The moment you have a thought, which is equals to your resistance, which is acting as a blockage for your manifestation. And as long as you are performing from thought level, on a mind level, you have a resistance. Your manifestation, it may take longer time to happen when you have resistance, which means, to put it simple, your mind activity. Now you need to lower your mind activity to allow that manifestation to happen in your life. Why am I using the word allowing, the art of allowing? It's because you need not create it. It's already there. You need to allow it to happen in your life. Earlier also, the consciousness which I'm having right now, earlier also I had, because of my resistance, because of my mind activity. Okay, if I don't prepare for this session, so I may make mistakes, or I may go wrong, or I may don't remember anything. I may don't know what I have to say in the session. Because of my thought, because of my mind activity, I was not allowing my consciousness to translate into words. Even your manifestations are also like that. Because of our mind activity, thinking that what if I go wrong, what other people gonna think about it if I don't speak correctly? What if I don't know what I have to say? Because of all this mind activity, because of mind judgment, because of these thoughts, which is resistance, I was not allowing my consciousness to allow through my words. But now there is no mind judgment. Whatever the consciousness, which is, I am allowing my consciousness to translate into words. Same way with our manifestation also. Now we need to allow our manifestation to happen when there is no resistance. Resistance means very simple, mind activity. When you reduce your mind activity, you start seeing that, you start feel the evidence of your manifestation. And because of this mind activity, where is my manifestation? Why the money is not coming? Why the customers are not coming? It's again your mind activity, which is your mind interpretation. There is no such thing called positive thinking, negative thinking. Positive thoughts, negative thoughts. Positive feelings, negative feelings. Everything feels good when you are connected with your soul, when you are in the vortex, when you are vibrationally aligned with your soul, with yourself. Everything feels good for you. Can I prove it to you right now? When you are aligned with yourself, everything in your life feels good for you. There is no such thing called, okay, this is feeling good, this is feeling bad. When you are aligned, when you are in vortex, when you are in vibrational alignment with your true self, everything feels good for you. Can I prove it to you? Can I prove it to you? You yourself will agree to this. Let me prove it to you. Now, how many of your life is feeling good to you? May not be 100%, but same life, now your life is started feeling good to you. Same people in your life you started feeling good about the people around you, situations around you, things around you. You started feeling good about all about your life, to put it simple. Do you feel good about all these people, situations that you are going through now? It's the same life. Before also same life. Before also same people. Now also same people, same situations. But you're feeling good. How come you're able to feel good about the same situation, same people, which you are not at all feeling good earlier, but now how come you are feeling good about everything in your life? Answer this question first. How come you are able to feel good about the people, same situations, same money? How come earlier you're feeling so bad about it? Do you have an answer? The answer is, when you're in vortex, when you're in alignment, when you are connected with your soul, everything feels good for you. This is what Abrahamic says. I am not saying this. Abrahamic saying this. You cannot feel good, you cannot feel bad about something which your soul feels, your soul feels good about it. It's because of our mind activity, mind interpretation, mind judgment. We say, this is good, this is bad. This person is good, this person is bad. This is a negative thinking, this is a positive thinking. This is a positive feeling, that this is a negative feeling. It is our mind activity. Now you need to stop that mind activity. So now simply your resistance equals to your mind activity, which means your thoughts. And what is our thoughts? Thoughts. Our mind equals to nothing but thoughts. Nothing more than that. These thoughts, either it could be related to past, or maybe we might be thinking about something past which happened long ago, or we might be thinking about the future, how my future is going to look like, or how I will be able to pay my bills. Your mind equals to your thoughts equals to your resistance. Write down this statement. Your mind equals to your thoughts equals to your resistance. And the more your mind activity, which means your thoughts, which means the more the resistance is. And the more the resistance, the lesser the allowance. The less your resistance, the more your allowance. This is art of allowing.
Sir,
Yes, Sasha.
sir, how can we control our thoughts then?
you cannot control your thoughts.
And then,
You are not your thoughts.
so I didn't
When
get
you
it.
are trying to control your thoughts, you have a resistance. You cannot control something which is uncontrollable. Mind activity is always, there is a solution to this, Asha. Don't get afraid that without controlling how my life is going to look like, how can I control my negative thinking? Definitely there is a solution, but we need to understand from the depth, from that spiritual dimension, we are not our thoughts. We are not our mind. That's what we learn, right? In the Nirvana Shatakam, every single day, we listen, we are not this mind, which means you're not these thoughts. So because of our conditioning and programming, we think that we are these thoughts. We think that we are our feelings. How we are feeling? Through our senses. Anything we see, touch, hear, smell, taste, through these five senses, we feel any emotions, but we are not these senses also. That's what in the Nirvana Shatakam they said. We are not this body, we are not these five senses, we are not our thoughts, we are not our mind only. When you are not your mind, you are not your thoughts. But we identify ourselves with our thoughts. Let's understand. I'm saying, right, we identify ourselves with our thoughts, but in fact, we are not this thought. And if you observe, how can I control my thoughts? Which means, if you observe Asha clearly, you said, how can I control my thoughts? My, who is my there? Which means me, my thoughts, me and my thoughts. Both are separate. These are not same. Asha, you are getting it? You are getting some clarity now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And you and your thoughts are not same. But you identify yourself with these thoughts that I am these thoughts, then you wanted to control. But the moment you understand that you are not your thoughts, it is me, I am thinking my thoughts, I am giving attention to that thoughts. And when you give attention to that thought, then you are giving your power to that thought. Very simple. You need not control it. Just all you need to do is you need to watch. You are like a watchman of your thoughts, of your mind. Do you, Asha, please answer, please unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Do you allow who are on the road to allow to enter into your life, to enter into your home?
Yes, sir.
Do you allow everyone into your home?
No, sir.
You allow only specific people, maybe your friends, maybe your family members, maybe your relatives. You won't allow everyone to enter into your home.
Yes, sir.
Same way, now or also you have to become a watchman of your mind, your thoughts. You need to allow only thoughts which is helping for your spiritual progress. If you enter each and every thought that is coming into your mind, what happens? It's like it becomes a garbage. And even when you are trying to, if you observe your even words carefully, that I wanted to control my thoughts, it has some resistance. The moment you try to control anything, not only with your thoughts, the moment you try to control your child also, you have a sense of resistance. So never ever try to control anything, even with your thoughts also. Don't try to control, because you are not your thoughts, but only thing is you are identify yourself with these thoughts. But you are separate from these thoughts. You say my thoughts, which means there you are different and your thoughts are different. Who are thinking, that is, you are thinking about those thoughts. And the more you give attention to that thoughts, you are giving your power to that thoughts. And that's how we enter all these thoughts into our life, which means mind activity. When there is a mind activity, there is a resistance. That's why our manifestation is not happening. Now we need to reduce this mind activity, which means our thoughts. Don't try to control your thoughts. Just observe your thoughts like your watchman. Just be aware and allow. Now what we need to do is, like, let us take one simple example. If you plant a seed and if you nurture it, all what you need to do is you need to allow the space for that seed to grow, which means you have to remove all that weeds around that plant so that automatically it grows. Now here also what you need to do is you need to clear the space, which means your mind. Here you need to clear your mind activity, which means your thoughts. Then automatically the seeds or the plant will blossom. Even our life also will blossom. Our manifestation also will happen very fast, very quick, very easily when there is no mind activity. We identify ourselves with our thoughts. Okay, this is, I am thinking, like right now, if I'm thinking bad or if I'm thinking negative, we think that I am this negative thinking, but you are not that negative thinking. You are simply identifying yourself with that negative thinking. You are thinking that I am my thoughts, but you are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are separate and you are separate. You are just that pure consciousness. Allow that consciousness to make everything beautiful. But if you bring your mind into the subject, if you bring your mind into the picture, it starts judging, it starts labeling. Okay, this is a negative thinking, this is a positive thinking, this feeling is a positive thinking, this feeling is a negative thinking. And as I said, once you are into that pure consciousness, once you are into vortex, once you are in vibrational alignment, once you are connected with soul, everything feels good for you. No positive thinking, no negative thinking, no positive feelings, no negative feelings, no positive person, no negative person. Everything feels good for you. And your life is supposed to feel good for you because you have chosen this life. So it's supposed to feel good for you. And because of your mind activity, judging that this is negative thinking. And in fact, why you wanted to control your negative, why you wanted to control negative thinking, Asha, it's because again, you are judging that this is a negative thinking. I wanted to control my negative thinking. There only pure positivity, pure consciousness, pure awareness. And now all you need to do is, Ayasha, you need not control it. Just try to reduce your mind activity. How do I do that? Just watch your thoughts. Don't identify yourself with that thoughts, with that negative thinking. Then you will have a big problem. Then you wanted to control. Why you wanted to control? Because there is a negative thinking. Why there is a negative thinking? Because your mind activity, mind judgment, mind labeling. That this is a negative thinking, so I wanted to avoid. Why you wanted to avoid negative thinking? Because you don't want negative thinking. You want only positive thinking. Why? It's because again, there is a mind activity. But from that soul, when we are connected with our soul, when we are into that vortex, everything feels good for you. Then who is bad? Who is good? What is good? What is bad? What is negative? What is positive? That's why even I said positive thoughts also is a resistance. Negative thoughts also is resistance. And who is interpreting that this is a positive thought, this is a negative thought? It is our mind, but we are not our mind. When you have a negative thinking, you wanted to think positive. And who is judging there? Your mind is involved there. That thing, judging that, labeling that, this is the negative thinking, this is a positive thinking. In fact, everything feels, it's supposed to feel good for you. And it feels good for you once you are into alignment with your self, or once you are in vortex, once you're connected with your souls, once you are in vibrational alignment. How to reduce our mind activity? This is the biggest question. Okay, Mohan, you all said great. Everything what I've heard from last 5-10 minutes is great, that we are not this mind. It is our mind interpreting that this is a positive thought, this is a negative thought, this person is negative, this person is positive. Now, how do I reduce my mind activity? How do I reduce my interpretation, judgment, mind interpretation? Now, you need to relax. Last week, we have discussed about how to relax only. This 2 hours of session went on for how we are relaxing, like how we have to relax and how we can relax. Okay. Asha, last week you are not there, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please, I request you to go through that last week's session. The entire 2 hours of session went on the discussion of how to relax only. We don't know how to relax and enjoy only all the time, because we keep thinking about our problems and challenges. We keep thinking that this is not going well, that is not going well, and due to which we are not able to relax and enjoy. So I cannot explain the 2 hours in just 5-10 minutes of time. Please go through that recording where you will understand how to relax and enjoy. When you know how to relax and enjoy, automatically your mind activity is very, very less. It will not keep involving in judging. Okay, this is a positive thinking, this is a negative thinking. Everything feels good for you. And who is bad, who is positive, who is good, who is bad, what is good, what is bad? Everything feels good for you once you are into the vortex, once you are connected with your soul, once you are in vibrational alignment with yourself. Asha, you got the answer, or you got the clarity
Yes,
now,
sir.
or still you have any
Yes,
questions?
sir. No, sir.
Still, if you are
Thank you.
confused, that means it's a good state. Okay, you will find it clarity. Okay, this
Thank you.
subject is always confusing, and even with this confusion, you will find more clarity. Okay, Asha, the conclusion is very simple. Asha, don't try to identify yourself with your thoughts. You are separate, and your thoughts are separate. You're not at all your mind, because in the Nirvana Chatakam, we know that we are not this mind. When you're not your mind, where is thoughts? Thoughts equals to your mind only. When there is no mind, where is the thoughts? You are trying to only, the problem here is, don't try to identify yourself with that thoughts, that I am negative thinking, I am thinking negatively. You are not thinking negatively. Please, your mind activity. Now stop that mind activity. Automatically there will be, you will know, you not judge that this is a positive thinking, this is a negative thinking. Everything feels good for you once you are into the vortex. And to get into that vortex, we need to reduce that mind activity. How to reduce that mind activity? We need to relax and we need to trust. And that's what we discussed last week also, how to relax, because we don't have the trust in our life. Because all these days you have been taken care wonderfully, beautifully, all your expenses were taken care. Maybe when you were a child, all your expenses were taken care by your parents. When you are now, your expenses, maybe it is coming through some or the other form. Your friends are helping you, your family members are helping you, maybe your customers are helping you to give more money. Then you're all taken care. But why don't you think that you're in the future also you will be taken care? We are lacking this lack of trust. When we have no trust, automatically we'll not relax. We'll not be relaxing. We'll be always in that mind activity. Okay, who is going to take care of me? Who is going to take care of my expenses? Who is going to take care of my children? Who is going to take care of my business? You will have that mind activity. When there is a mind activity, you will have a lot of resistance. And when you have more resistance, less your manifestation, less your allowance. This is art of allowing. Okay, every subject, do you understand now? Just on the last week, we have discussed on just how to relax and how to enjoy the unfolding. This week, we have discussed for more than an hour, we discussed about only the art of allowing our resistance. When we lower that resistance, higher the allowance. Okay, Asha, you got the clarity now? Don't identify yourself with that your thoughts, because your thoughts are separate, you are separate. Don't mix that, okay, I'm one with my thoughts. No, you're not one with your thoughts. You're just You need to just identify yourself that I am not the mind. Tell all the time yourself, Asha, the simple statement that I am not my mind. Okay, you are not your mind. When you are not your mind, you are not your thoughts also. Then where is judgment? Where is negative thinking, or where is control of negative thinking? There are no thoughts only there, right?
Yes, sir.
How are you
Thank you,
feeling,
sir.
Asha, now?
Good, sir.
Okay. Now you feel some relaxation, or do you feel some relief in your heart?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you are not your mind only, Asha. So that's what we are discussing. Now we are getting into deeper dimension of the spirituality. Okay. All these days, yes, we were telling that you have to visualize, you have to think it. Yes, it's good. And we can manifest. First, yeah, now I'll discuss about the stages of consciousness also, stages of manifestation, ways of manifestation also. One is through our body consciousness, where we have to put a lot of hard work, effort to manifest our desires. That is, yes, it is a good state. And like we used to do earlier. Now we all learned how to use our mind to manifest. Still, some of you have not knowing how to use your mind to 100%. So now first we need to understand how we can use our body. We all good at using our body, like putting a lot of hard work, like working for 10 hours, 18 hours. We all know that we are all already doing it. Now we need to learn how to use our mind to make our manifestations true, or make our desires to be fulfilled using our mind through this visualization, through this forgiveness process, through this self-love, all these things we are doing on a mind level to manifest our desires. Yes, this is also, it works. And in fact, even Albert Einstein also, he said, your mind is a great servant and you are the master of it. You need to learn how to master your mind also. Because if you don't know simply how to master your mind, definitely you cannot get into that soul state, soul level manifestation, which happens when you're in allowing. You cannot be, because still, if you're activating, you're performing from a mind level, definitely you cannot get into that deeper state, which is a soul level manifestation, which is soul consciousness, mind consciousness, body consciousness, then soul consciousness. What we are doing, like what I'm trying to say now in this session, it's art of allowing. This allowing is, I'm talking from that soul consciousness. Once you are relaxed, once you have a trust, automatically you relax, that my life will be taken care. Ken Honda says, last week also we had a discussion, Ken Honda says beautifully that I don't have any fears, because I have so many friends, I have good people around me, they'll take care of me. Even if I don't work, like even if I spend at least 1 hour, 1 year every, with my friends. With one friend, he can spend almost close to 1 year. So like that, he have a very good people. That's how, when we trust it, all the people will support. When we trust. But when we don't trust, every person may trouble you. But once you trust, the people who are troubling you will start supporting you. Because as I said, once you're into vortex, everything feels good for you. Even the people around you feels good for you. When it feels good for you, everyone will support you. And your life will be taken care. You can just chill and relax. That's what. When you have trust, you'll automatically relax. When you are in relaxed state, automatically your mind activity will be very, very less. Why your mind activity is more? It's because you keep thinking either about the past or about your future. Like how can I get more money? How I'm going to get more customers? I don't have money right now. I have to pay bills. I have to close my debts. I have losses, or I have a family to take care. All these things comes into picture because of your mind, and because of you have fears about your life. And once you have the trust that I'll be taken care in the future, automatically you can relax. When you are into this relaxed state, automatically that mind activity becomes very, very less. Neither you will think about past, nor you will think about future. You will be in the present moment. When there is a present, in the present moment, there is no mind. If you observe your mind, just observe your mind now. Either it will be keep, like some of you, though you're physically present, like your body, your physical body is present here, but your emotional body is somewhere else, maybe present here, because this emotional body is a very powerful, it's very fast. And this is the advantage also, this is a disadvantage also. Because it will not keep us in one place. It is very fast. It keeps jumping from here and there. Even though you are physically ill now, you may be thinking about something else. You may be feeling about something else. Your physical body is here, but the emotional body is not here. And to bring into that alignment, our body, mind, and soul, that's when all the miracles happen. For that, you need to relax. Once you are relaxed, your body is calm and your mind is calm, and you just allow all your manifestations to happen. When your body and mind relax state, there is a least resistance, which Abrahamics always talks about, least resistance. Manifestations becomes fast, becomes quick, and becomes easy when there is no resistance. I want every one of you to write down this statement. Manifestation becomes easy and quick when there is no resistance. Please write down this statement. Manifestation becomes fast, manifestation becomes easy and quick or fast when there is no resistance. And when there is no resistance, what else is there? What else is there? I want you to answer in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and you can say, when there is no resistance, what else is there? When there is no resistance, what else is there? What else is left? Sanjeev sir, you have unmuted. Do you would like to say?
Allowance.
Yes, wonderful. Let us all appreciate Sanjeev sir for answering this question. When there is no resistance, and what else is left? Only allowance is left. And in the allowance, only good will flow into your life. Nothing else can flow into your life. Because since you are allowing, in that allowance state, only well-being flows to you. This is what the exact words which Abraham Hicks uses. Once you are into that allowance state, only well-being flows into your life. You have written right. Manifestations becomes easy and quick when there is no resistance. And after that statement, you write down, when there is no resistance, only well-being. Well-being means abundance. Abundance in terms of money, abundance in terms of health, love, joy, peace, clarity. Everything will flow into your life joyously, easily. Manifestations becomes very easy and quick and fast when there is no resistance. And when there is no resistance, only well-being can flow into your life joyously. Do you feel some inner power, inner strength now? Once you understanding like about all this, how to lower this resistance, automatically every one of us will get that inner strength. This is the beauty of following the spiritual path. But as I said, what is continuous is expansion, evolution is continuous. Whether you follow the spiritual path, whether you does not follow the spiritual path, still the expansion, you cannot stop that expansion. You cannot stop that evolution process. because it is continuous. And just because you are into the spiritual path, don't say that I am not in expansion, I'm not evolving, I'm not expanding, I'm not growing. You cannot stop that evolution. Whether you are into spirituality or whether you are not into spirituality, still that evolution happens, but the evolution process becomes happy and joyful when you follow the spiritual path. That's a beauty. Even you have a problems and challenges. Your friends who are not following spiritual path also, they also have the problems and challenges, but the way you deal with the problems and challenges is entirely different. Maybe right now, you may not so happy, like you may not be in a position to handle all those problems and challenges in an easy way, but you're learning. You are conscious, you're changing your consciousness, you're working on your consciousness, you're trying to connect with yourself because you miss that link. See, it's like this. It's like a vacuum cleaner which is not connected to that electronic circuit. Then how come it will work? It has no power. Now, understanding or connecting with our true self or getting into that vortex or getting into vibrational alignment with self is that power. That gives you power. That gives you inner strength, which you're all feeling now. Sense of inner power, sense of inner strength, which you are all feeling now. That is now we are all connected to that power. And the moment you bring your mind activity, the moment you bring your mind into a picture, you will disconnect this connection. Because there you bring your mind. You will disconnect that power. Now, this is a journey. It's a process. You need to really be aware. It's all about awareness. It's all about consciousness. You need to watch your mind like a watchman. You don't allow whomever comes into door and rings the bell, you will not allow them into your home. Because that person has no authority. He is not your friend, he is not your relative. And do you simply allow everybody to enter into your home? No. Same way here also, you need to allow things, people, situation, which helps for your spiritual progress. Which or people who helps to be in that vibrational alignment, who helps into get into that vortex, who helps you to get connected with your soul. Now you're all feeling that, okay, now this is so helpful. So why you're all been, some of you have been completed 1.5 years, 2 years, some of you are completed 9 months, some of you completed 6 months, 3 months, 1 month. Why you wanted to continue? Because here you feel that there is some inner power. Once I'm connected with myself, once I'm listening to these classes, or once I'm practicing with you all, you feel that you are all connected with your true self, which is that source, which is to that soul. You feeling that you are in that vortex. Once you are into that vortex, everything feels good for you. No person is bad, no person is good. No thinking, no thought is bad, no thought is good. Everything feels good for you once you are into that vortex, because here there is no mind activity. Your mind activity is very, very less. And in fact, no mind. When you bring your mind to no activity, zero activity, then you have zero resistance. When you have zero resistance, 100% allowance. Zero mind activity equals to zero resistance. Zero resistance equals to 100% allowance. If you wanted to really allow your manifestation 100%, you need to reduce your mind activity to zero. Reduce your mind. In fact, there is no mind at all. It's just a perception. The moment you realize that I am not my mind, tell yourself, like the affirmation which I given to Asha, everyone tell yourself, when you have a thoughts which your mind saying that this is a negative thought, this is a positive thought. Tell yourself that I am not my mind. Even sometimes we all get attached to that positive thinking because it feels so good for us. That's why I said even the positive thinking is a resistance. Because you continue to, you cannot continue to be in that positive thinking all the time. Because our mind comes into picture. It keeps jumping from negative thinking to positive thinking. So we cannot be in that positive thinking state because we are not our mind. Don't get attached to that positive thinking also. Okay, this thought is feeling good for me, so I wanted to be in this state. And this is feeling good, so I wanted to be in this state. Again, you are getting into attachment. Again, you are getting into the subject of Maya. This mind itself is a Maya. Then there is no positive thinking, there is no negative thinking. Everything feels good once you're into the vortex. But if you're not into the vortex, if you're only performing from that mind activity, it has judgment. Okay, this is like this, that is like that, or this person is good, this person is bad. This is a negative thinking, this is a positive thinking, this is feeling good, this is not feeling good. We'll have a mind activity. And zero mind activity equals to zero resistance. Zero resistance equals to 100% allowance. You all need to learn, and you all need to, and the moment you realize it, automatically your allowance becomes 100%. The moment you understand, the moment you realize it. Because when you are listening to me, not only you're understanding it from mind level, but also there is a shift in your consciousness also. That's the reason you are feeling that inner power, feeling that inner strength. Do you all agree with me that you are all feeling that inner power, inner strength? Because that is a power which we get once we are into alignment with ourselves. But if you bring your mind again into that activity, you will disconnect from that power, which is your source. Abrahamics always call it as a source. Source is a best resource. It gives everything that we want in our life. In fact, it is there already. Now we need to allow. When there is no mind activity, zero resistance. When there is zero resistance, 100% allowance. This is what? Art of allowing. Any questions about the subject that we discussed today? Any questions? No questions? So the conclusion is very simple. Don't identify yourself with your mind. Tell yourself that I am not this mind. The moment you bring your mind, it keeps labeling, it keeps judging that this is positive thinking. And when there is a negative thinking, we wanted to control that negative thinking. And when you're trying to control, you cannot control something which is uncontrollable, because both you are performing from mind only. Who is thinking that it is a negative thinking, it is a positive thinking? It is your mind. But we are not our mind. We are beyond this body. We are beyond this mind. We are beyond our senses. So then there is no mind. When there is no mind, no thoughts. When there are no thoughts, no resistance. When there is no resistance, what else is left? Only pure allowance. That is what? Art of allowing. Once we are into this allowing state, automatically only, Abrahamic says, only well-being can flow into your life once you are into allowing. Once you are into allowing state. Only well-being, only abundance, only good will flow into your life. Because everything feels good for you once you are into that vortex. Because your soul feels good. If you are not feeling good about the same subject, let's say you are not feeling good about your money situation or your financial situation. Because your soul feel good about that money situation. And you are not feeling, it's because you are bringing mind there. You are judging that situation that this is not a good situation, this is not a positive situation. Your source feels good about everything. Your soul feel good about everything. Once you're into vortex, everything feels good for you. Once you're in vibrational alignment with your true self, everything feels good for you. There is no such thing called good or bad. Everything feels good once we are into that vortex. Once we are into that allowance, only well-being can flow. I'm not even talking good or bad. I'm talking well-being can flow into your life. Okay, understand this, because that's why everything, it's not just about the words, it's about the vibration underlying of those words. Okay, are you all clear now? Now we are all good to start with the well shower. Or you have any questions, you can ask me, you can raise your hand. I'll be happy to answer your questions. Okay, if you are clear, at least you can type it in chat box that clear. Arun sir says clear. How about others? Okay, Mitra says clear. How about others? Okay, Karthik sir says very much clear. Sagar says clear. Asha, are you clear? Sanjeev sir says it is clear. Shira Mohan sir says it is clear. Great. Asha, still you have any questions? Asha, are you there? Or you are traveling from your store to home? Now let us start with well shower. So I want every one of you to share your affirmations in the WhatsApp group in the Millionaire Night Routine. So please share your affirmations. We are going to start with the well shower. Please share your affirmations in the WhatsApp group. Others, please share your affirmations. Karthik sir and Shira Mohan sir, Mitra has shared. Arun sir has shared. Sanjeev sir has shared.
Sir, is that fine to be not attend the well shower for the today?
Why? What happened, Sagar?
Because sir, I'm at the hospital. I took my daughter to hospital. Actually, I was just listening the session today.
Okay.
Means I will be not able to speak because the other patient will not get the disturbed.
Okay, fine, Sagar, fine. It's okay.
Okay. So after well shower, the session is going on or?
No, after well shower, we are not going to continue this session. So yes, we're going to stop after this well shower.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Then should I leave for today?
Yes, you can leave, Sagar.
Yes,
and
sir,
how was the
because
session, by the way?
So session was very nice. Yes, sir. I was just listening session. Session was really very nice. Sometimes I was getting confused, but after some time the clarity I was getting the clarity automatically. Sir.
Through that confusion, you get the clarity. Okay. The confusion
Yeah.
is like again your mind thinking that okay, whether it is correct, whether it is not correct. It's like ripples and waves, but the deep down have the clarity. So yes, you will find the clarity even in the confusion state.
Yes, sir. Yes, that's true.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Sir,
Yes, Asha.
sir, cannot attend today for the well shower, sir. I'm going back to my home.
Okay, fine, Asha. It's fine.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you. By the way, you got the clarity now, Asha.
Yes, sir. Very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, Asha, for asking this wonderful
Yes.
question. Thinking that how do I control? And because of you, I'm
Well,
almost
actually, I
getting
was
some.
telling to reduce it. It became control.
Yeah. Okay, fine. It's okay, but anyhow, because of you and others also got so much of clarity about our mind and controlling our thoughts. In fact, our mind equals to thoughts. When you have we are not this mind only, then where is thoughts? No thoughts also, absence of thoughts. Absence of thoughts equals to absence of resistance. And when there is no resistance, automatically allowing will happen. Great, Asha. Thank you so much
Yes,
for
sir.
asking. And
Thank
yes,
you, sir.
yeah. Bye, Asha. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, sir.
Yes. Okay, now let me create a breakout room. So we are all 6 people now. So we'll create two breakout rooms for three each. So are you all ready? Yes, you can unmute yourself, everyone. Now I'm creating the breakout rooms. I'll create automatically, so it will assign automatically. Okay, it is okay. Let me recreate. Okay. Okay, I'm opening 2 breakout rooms. So in room number 1, Karthik sir, Kshira Mohan sir, and Sanjeev sir. In room number 2, Arun Mitra and me. Okay, please join respective groups, respective rooms. Kshira Mohan sir, please try to join room number 1. Are you able to join? Kshira Mohan sir. Kshira Mohan sir, please join room number 1. Kshira Mohan sir, are you there? Kshira Mohan sir, are you there? Kshira Mohan sir, are you there? Hello? Hello, hello. Hello. Kshira Mohan sir, are you there? Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Kshira Mohan
Yes,
sir,
sir.
are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes.
You're not able to join breakout room?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm not able to join.
Okay, fine. Okay, then we'll do it here only. So everyone, so who wants to go first?
Me, sir.
Okay, fine. So Mitra,
Sir,
close your eyes.
Arun Kumar is had left the meeting, sir. I think so.
Yeah. I moved him from room 2 to room number 1 because in room 1 only 2 people are there. So I have added him to the room 1. So in room 1, 3 people are there. Now in the main session, we're only 3 there. It's because Kshira Mohan sir is not able to join breakout room for some technical issues.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I'll start.
Yes. Mitra, close your eyes. Relax yourself. And feel all these affirmations are sinking down into your body, mind, and soul. And feel that energy. Akshira Mohan sir, let us all read Mitra's affirmations. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. Mitra, you are receiving 1 lakh by 1st of every month consistently with ease, space, and joy. Mitra, you're donating 10K every month consistently for charity.
Every month consistently for
Mitra,
charity.
you got distinction in your diploma exam.
You are doing it
Mitra,
turnover
you are
of
traveling throughout the world to explore new things.
peace
Mitra,
and
you're
joy.
having minimum bank balance of 10 lakh consistently all the time.
Diploma
Mitra, you're
exam
driving in your favorite Range Rover sport car of grey color.
by
Mitra, you're always happy, joyful, healthy, peaceful,
is
and prosperous.
Mitra,
Mitra, you
you
got distinction in your diploma exam.
prosperous.
Mitra, you are doing a turnover of 10 lakhs consistently every month with ease and joy. Mitra, you are traveling throughout the world to explore new things.
10 lakhs
Mitra, you are driving in your favorite Range Rover sport car of grey color.
donating 10K every month
Mitra,
consistently
you
for
are always happy, joyful, healthy, peaceful, and prosperous.
to explore new things. Mitra, you are doing the turnover of 10 lakhs consistently every month.
Mitra, you are receiving 1 lakh by first of every month consistently with ease, peace, and joy.
You got a
Mitra,
distinction.
you're always happy, joyful, healthy,
Mitra,
peaceful,
you are
and prosperous.
receiving
Mitra,
1
you're
lakh
donating 10K every month consistently for charity.
peace and
Mitra,
joy.
you're traveling throughout the world to explore new things. Mitra, you're
Driving
having minimum bank balance of 10 lakhs consistently all the time.
or having a
Mitra, you're
minimum.
driving in your favorite Range Rover sport car of grey color.
Mitra, you are
Mitra, you
doing
got distinction in your diploma exam. Mitra, you're doing a turnover of 10 lakhs consistently every month with ease, peace, and joy.
Mitra, you are
Mitra, you are having a minimum bank balance of 10 lakhs consistently all the times.
Mitra,
Mitra,
you
you
are
got
always
distinction in your diploma exam.
peaceful
Mitra,
and
you're
prosperous.
receiving 1 lakh by first of every month consistently with ease, peace, and joy. Mitra, you're always happy, joyful, healthy, peaceful, and prosperous.
All time.
Mitra, you're donating 10K every month consistently for charity. Mitra, you are traveling throughout the world to explore new things.
The world to
Mitra, you
explore.
are doing a turnover of 10 lakhs consistently every month with ease, peace, and joy.
Favorite Range
Mitra,
Rover.
you are driving in your favorite Range Rover sport car of grey color. Mitra, you got distinction in your diploma exam. Mitra, you're receiving 1 lakh by first of every month consistently with ease, peace, and joy. Mitra, you're traveling throughout the world to explore new things. Mitra, you're doing a turnover of 10 lakhs consistently every month with ease, peace, and joy. Mitra, you're traveling throughout the world to explore new things. Mitra, you're receiving 1 lakh by first of every month consistently with ease, peace, and joy. Mitra, you are doing a turnover of 10 lakhs consistently every month with ease, peace, and joy. Mitra, you're having a minimum bank balance of 10 lakhs consistently all the time. Mitra, you're driving in your favorite Range Rover sport car of grey color. Mitra, you're always happy, joyful, healthy, peaceful, and prosperous. Mitra, you're doing a turnover of 10 lakhs consistently with every month with ease, peace, and joy. Mitra, you got a distinction in your diploma exam. Mitra, you're traveling throughout the world to explore new things. Mitra, you're donating 10K every month consistently for charity. Mitra, you're always happy, joyful, healthy, peaceful, and prosperous. Mitra, you're having minimum bank balance of 10 lakhs consistently all the time. Mitra, you're receiving 1 lakh by first of every month consistently with ease, peace, and joy. Mitra, you're driving in your favorite Range Rover sport car of grey color. Mitra, you got distinction in your diploma exam. Mitra, you're doing a turnover of 10 lakhs consistently with every month with ease, peace, and joy. Mitra, you're always happy, joyful, healthy, and peaceful. Mitra, you are driving in your favorite Range Rover sport car color of grey color. Mitra, you are having minimum bank balance of 10 lakhs consistently all the time. Mitra, you are doing a turnover of 10 lakhs consistently every month with ease, peace, and joy. Mitra, you are always happy, joyful, healthy, peaceful, and prosperous. Mitra, you're receiving 1 lakh by first of every month consistently with ease, peace, and joy.
First of every month
Mitra, you got
consistently.
distinction in your diploma
Mitra, you are
exam.
doing happy, joyful,
Mitra,
healthy.
you are doing a turnover of 10 lakhs consistently with every month with ease, peace, and joy.
Color.
Mitra, you're
Mitra, you
donating 10K every month consistently for charity.
consistently at all time.
Mitra, you're always happy, joyful, healthy, peaceful, and prosperous.
Mitra,
Mitra,
you
you're
are
having minimum bank balance of 10 lakh rupees consistently all the time.
Mitra, you are doing a turnover of 10 lakhs consistently every month with ease, peace, and joy.
Great. Whenever you're ready, so come back and gently open your eyes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It is our pleasure. Now let us all do it for Kshira Mohan sir. Kshira Mohan sir, relax yourself. Close your eyes. and feel the energy shift while we are reading your affirmations. Mitra, are you ready?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
Yes, let us start
Shira
now.
Mohan, you are confident in teaching
Shira Mohan,
mathematics.
you are living in
Shira
your
Mohan,
dream
you are
house with all
confident in
facilities
trading.
with joy.
Shira Mohan, you
Shira
are happy,
Mohan, you are
joyful,
a
and
good
peaceful.
trader.
Shira Mohan, you are
Shira
receiving
Mohan,
2
you are
lakh per
spending
month
joyful time with
consistently.
your
Shira
family
Mohan,
every
you
day.
are helping many
Shira
students
Mohan,
for
you are
their good
happy,
career.
joyful,
Shira
peaceful.
Mohan, you are spending
Shira
joyful time
Mohan, you
with
are
your
confident
family
in teaching
every day.
mathematics.
Shira Mohan,
Shira
you are
Mohan,
living
you are
in your
living in
dream
your
house
dream
with
house
all
with all
facilities
facilities
with
with
joy.
joy. Shira
Shira Mohan,
Mohan,
you
you are
have
spending
50
joyful time
lakhs
with your family every day.
in your account
Shira
all the time.
Mohan,
Shira
you are
Mohan, you are
confident
good.
in
You are a
trading.
good trader.
Shira Mohan, you are
Shira Mohan,
receiving
you
2
are
lakhs per month
maintaining a good
consistently
health
with peace and
lifestyle.
joy. Shira Mohan, you are maintaining a good, healthy lifestyle.
Shira Mohan, you are confident in teaching
Shira Mohan,
mathematics.
you
Shira Mohan, you
you
are
have 50 lakhs in your
confident in
bank account
trading.
all the time.
Shira Mohan, you
Shira
are
Mohan, you are
happy and
helping
grateful.
many students for their good career.
Saving rupees.
Shira Mohan, you are confident in teaching
Shira Mohan, you are helping
mathematics.
many students for their good career.
Shira Mohan, you are a good trader.
Spending joyful
Shira
time.
Mohan, you are happy, joyful, and peaceful.
You are living in your
Shira Mohan, you are
with
receiving
all
2 lakhs
facilities.
per month consistently with
Shira
ease,
Mohan,
peace,
you
and joy.
are having 50 lakhs in your account.
Shira Mohan, you are spending joyful time with your family every
Shira
day.
Mohan, you are maintaining a good
Shira
health
Mohan, you are living in your dream house
lifestyle.
with all facilities
Shira
with
Mohan,
joy.
you are confident in teaching
Shira
mathematics.
Mohan, you are maintaining a
Shira
good,
Mohan, you are
healthy lifestyle.
confident in trading. Shira
Shira
Mohan,
Mohan, you are a good trader.
joyful. Shira
Shira
Mohan,
Mohan, you have
you are
50 lakhs in
receiving
your
2
bank
lakhs
account all the time.
Shira Mohan, you
Shira
are
Mohan, you are
helping
spending joyful time with your family every day.
Shira Mohan, you are
Shira Mohan, you are
spending
helping many students
with
for
your
their good
family.
career.
Shira Mohan,
Shira
you are
Mohan, you are
living in your
happy, healthy, joyful,
all
and peaceful.
facilities. Shira Mohan, you
Shira
are
Mohan, you are helping
have
many
50
students
lakhs
for
in
their
your
good
account
career.
all the time. Shira Mohan, you are
Shira Mohan, you are receiving 2 lakhs per month
Shira Mohan,
consistently
you
with
are
ease, peace,
confident
and
in
joy.
teaching mathematics. Shira
Shira
Mohan,
Mohan,
you
you
are
are
confident in
confident
trading.
in teaching
Shira Mohan, you are
mathematics.
happy, joyful, and
Shira
peaceful.
Mohan,
Shira Mohan, you are
you are a good trader.
lakhs per month.
Shira Mohan, you have
Shira
50
Mohan,
lakhs in
you
your
are
bank
helping
account
many
all the
students.
time. Shira Mohan, you're spending joyful time with your family
Shira
every day.
Mohan, you are spending joyful time
Shira
with
Mohan, you have 50 lakhs in your bank
you
account
are
all the time.
your dream house with all
Shira
facilities.
Mohan, you are receiving 2 lakhs per month consistently with ease,
Shira
peace,
Mohan,
and
you
joy.
have 50 lakhs in your account all the
Shira
time.
Mohan, you are
Shira Mohan, you
helping
are a
many
good trader.
students for their good
Shira Mohan,
career.
you are confident in trading. Shira Mohan,
Shira
you
Mohan,
are
you're a
happy,
good trader.
joyful, and peaceful.
Shira
Shira Mohan,
Mohan,
you are
you're
receiving 2
maintaining a
lakhs per
good,
month consistently.
healthy lifestyle.
Shira Mohan, you are
Shira
helping
Mohan, you are
many
confident
students for
in
their
trading.
good career.
Shira
Shira
Mohan, you are
Mohan, you are
confident
spending
in
joyful
teaching
time with your
mathematics.
family every day.
Shira Mohan,
Shira
you are
Mohan, you are
receiving
living in your
2
dream
lakhs per
house with
month
all
consistently
facilities
with
with joy.
ease, speed, and
Shira
joy.
Mohan, you have 50 lakhs in
Shira
your account
Mohan,
all the time.
you
Shira
are
Mohan, you
living
are
in your
healthy,
dream
you
house
are
with all
happy,
facilities
joyful,
with
and
joy.
peaceful. Shira Mohan, you
Shira
are
Mohan, you are
receiving
helping
rupees 2
many
lakhs per month
students for their good
consistently.
career.
Shira Mohan, you are healing, you're
Shira Mohan,
helping
you are
many students
maintaining a good,
for their good
healthy
career.
lifestyle.
Shira Mohan, you are spending
Shira Mohan,
joyful
you are
time with your
receiving 2
family
lakhs per
every day.
month
Shira
consistently
Mohan,
with
you are
peace
living in
and
your
joy.
dream house with
Shira
all
Mohan, you are
facilities with
helping many
joy.
students for
Shira
their
Mohan,
good
you have
career.
50 lakhs in your account all the time. Shira
Shira
Mohan,
Mohan, you
you
are
are a
living in
good,
your
you are
dream house with
confident
all
in teaching
facilities with joy.
mathematics. Shira Mohan, you are
Shira Mohan,
confident
you
in
have 50
trading.
lakhs in your
Shira
bank
Mohan, you
account
are
all the
happy,
time.
joyful, and peaceful.
Shira Mohan, you are
Shira Mohan, you are
confident in
receiving 2
teaching
lakhs per month consistently.
mathematics.
Shira Mohan, you are helping
Shira
many
Mohan, you are
students
maintaining a
for their
good,
good career.
healthy lifestyle.
Shira Mohan, you are
Shira
spending
Mohan, you are a
joyful time
good
with your
trader.
family every day.
Shira Mohan, you are
Shira
spending
Mohan, you are
joyful
living in
time
your
with your
dream house
family every
with
day.
all facilities with joy.
Shira
Shira Mohan, you
Mohan,
have 50 lakhs in your
you're
account
happy,
with all the
joyful,
time.
peaceful,
Shira
and
Mohan, you are
relaxed.
confident in teaching
Shira
mathematics.
Mohan,
Shira
you are
Mohan,
living
you
in
are
your dream
confident
house
in
with all
trading.
facilities with
Shira
joy.
Mohan, you are happy,
Shira
joyful,
Mohan,
and
you are
peaceful.
receiving 2
Shira
lakhs per
Mohan, you
month
are receiving 2
consistently with
lakhs per month
ease, peace, and
consistently.
joy.
Shira Mohan, you are
Shira
helping
Mohan, you have
many
50
students for
lakhs in
their
your
good
bank
career.
account all the
Shira
time.
Mohan, you are spending joyful
Shira
time with
Mohan, you are
all
a
your
good
family every
trader.
day. Shira
Shira
Mohan,
Mohan,
you
you are
are living
maintaining a
in your
good,
dream house
healthy
with
lifestyle.
all facilities with joy. Shira
Shira
Mohan, you
Mohan, you are
have
receiving 2
50
lakhs
lakhs in
per
your
month
account all the time.
consistently
Shira
with
Mohan, you
ease,
are a
peace,
good
and
trader.
joy.
Shira Mohan, you are maintaining good health lifestyle.
Whenever you are ready, slowly come back and gently open your eyes up.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, both of you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. It is our pleasure. Now you all can start my affirmations. I'll share my affirmations. explanations as well. My affirmations are somewhere. I've lost it. Okay, you all can start my affirmations. I'll close my
That's
eyes and relax myself.
Okay.
It is 21:38. Start. Mohan,
Mohan,
you
you
are
are you and your family members are healthy, happy, and prosperous. Mohan, you are receiving 50 lakhs per month consistently with ease, peace, and joy. Mohan,
you are
Mohan, your
conducting
sister
physical
got married to your loving and abundant person happily.
team of 10
Mohan, you
employees
are
your office happily and joyfully. Mohan, you are spending joyful time with
conducting physical workshop in a Bangalore with 50 people every month. Mohan, you have a team of 10 employees who are working in your office happily and joyful. Mohan, you are spending joyful time with your family members every day. Mohan, you
every month.
love yourself and other
Mohan,
loves you exactly the way you are. Mohan, you are billionaire and you deserve it. Mohan, you are getting 100 new customers every month to your program. Mohan, you
be happy and
and
prosperous.
you have a team of 10 employees who works in your office happily and joyfully. Mohan, you
Mohan,
are spending joyful time with your family members every day. Mohan,
Mohan,
you love yourself and others love you exactly the way you are. Mohan, you are a billionaire and you deserve it. Mohan, you are getting 100 customers every month in your progress.
time with your family
Mohan,
members.
you got
Mohan, you love yourself and other
Mohan, you are
loves you.
attracting 10 potential
Mohan, you are a billionaire and you deserve it. Mohan, you are
and
getting
potential clients every day at your office for premium
your
coaching.
Mohan, you are attracting
Mohan, your
10
sister got married to your loving and abundant person happily. Mohan, you are
Mohan,
condensing
family members are
physical,
healthy.
you are conducting physical workshop in your Bangalore 50% every month. Mohan, you have a team of 10 employees who are working in your office happily and joyfully. Mohan, you are
And
spending
abundant
joyful time with your family members every day. Mohan, you love yourself and other love you
every month.
exactly the way you are. Mohan, you are a billionaire and you deserve it. Mohan, you are getting 100 customers every month to your program.
Time with your
Mohan, your
family.
sister got married to your loving and abundant person happily. Mohan, you are conducting physical workshop in Bangalore with 50 people every month. Mohan, you have a team of 10 employees who are working in your office happily and joyfully. Mohan, you are spending joyful time with your family members every day. Mohan, you love yourself and others love you exactly the way you are. Mohan, you are a billionaire and you deserve it. Mohan, you are getting 100 new customers every month to your program. Mohan, you are conducting physical workshop in Bangalore with 50 people every month.
Abundant
Mohan,
feeling.
you have
Mohan,
a
you are
team of 10 employees who are working in your office happily and joyfully.
the team of
Mohan,
10
you are
employees.
spending joyful time with your family members
Mohan,
every
you are
day. Mohan,
full time
you love
family.
yourself and others love you exactly the way you are. Mohan, you are a
Yourself,
billionaire and you deserve it. Mohan, you are getting 100 new customers every month in your program. Mohan, you have a
Mohan,
team of 10 employees who are working in your office happily and joyfully. Mohan, you are spending joyful time with your family members every day. Mohan, you love yourself and others love you exactly the way you are. Mohan, you are a billionaire and you deserve it.
Mohan, you are receiving 50 lakhs per month consistently with ease.
Mohan, you are
And
conducting a
Mohan,
physical
you have a
workshop in
team
a
of 10
Bangalore
employees
with
who are
50
working in
members
your
every
office
month.
happily and
Mohan, you
joyfully.
have a team of
Mohan, you
10
love
employees who are
yourself and
working in your
others love
office
you
happily and
exactly the way
joyfully.
you are.
Mohan, you are spending
Mohan, you are
joyful time
getting
with your
rupees
family
100
members
new
every day.
customers every month to your
Mohan, you
programs.
love yourself and
Mohan,
others
your
love you
sister got
exactly
married
the
to a
way you
lovely
are.
and abundant person
Mohan, you are a
happily.
billionaire and you
Mohan, you are
deserve it.
receiving 50
Mohan, you
lakhs
are
per
getting
month
100 new
consistently
customers
with
every
ease, peace,
month
and
to your
enjoy.
program.
Mohan, you and your
Mohan,
family
you
members
are
are healthy,
conducting
happy, and
this
prosperous.
digital workshop in
attracting
Bangalore.
Mohan,
It is
you have a
clients
team
every
of
day at
10
your office for
employees who
premium
are
coaching.
working in
every
your
month.
office
Mohan,
happy,
you and
We
your
have
joyfully.
a team
team
members of 10 employees
of
for the
10
Mohan, you
employees who
love
are working
yourself
in your
and
office
others
happily
love
and
you
joyfully.
exactly the way you
Mohan, you
are.
are spending joyful
Mohan,
time
you
with
are
your family and
billionaire and
members.
you deserve it.
50 people.
Mohan,
Mohan, you
you
are
love
getting 100 new
yourself and other love
customers every
you
month
exactly the
to
way you
your
are.
programs.
Mohan, you are a billionaire.
Mohan,
Mohan,
you
you
should
are
start married to a
attracting
loving
10
and abundant
potential
person
customers
happily.
every day at your office for premium coaching.
It is completed, sir.
Thank you. So thank you, Mitra. Thank you, Karthik sir, Sanjeev sir, Arun sir, and Shira Mohan sir. All your energy has added up to all my affirmations. So thank you so much. And really, it's a great pleasure and gratitude to each one of you for giving me an opportunity to guide you all. And I'm feeling immense pleasure and gratitude. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Anything any of you wanted to share before we close? Anything any of you want to share? Sanjeev sir, how you feeling? How was the session?
Amazing, boss. Amazing. And the concept of allowance is something that was a new learning for me. And though it was correlated to some of the ideas that we have discussed in the past, but the way it was presented, it was amazing. It gives a lot of clarity to me, at least. So thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. It is my pleasure. And yes, any of you want to share? If you want to share. Okay. Hope no sharings. Thank you so much, everyone. And I look forward to see you in tomorrow's session at 8 o'clock. Till then, and relax. Relax. When you are into relaxation, there is no mind activity. When there is no mind, no resistance, pure allowance. Okay. Try to relax now. Try to relax and allow all your manifestation to happen joyously into your life.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you, sir.